Yeah, it doesn't get any less cringe to see my face looking like that. So, if you're, like, active in the YouTube community, you might notice I kind of went missing for a bit of time. And if you're active in the Discord community, that was even more apparent. And you might be wondering, like, what the frick happened to me? And originally I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't feel the need to. But then, well, Tal made a post where he was talking about how, like, you know, Tally Ho are back and it's just us. And my profile picture looks quite shocked in that. So, somebody commented that I was shocked that he made it back from Paris okay. And I made a joke that, like, I'm shocked that he made it back from Paris with his phone because I didn't. And then everyone was like, how the frick did you lose your phone? What were you doing? So, I think I owe you all an explanation. Okay, so I'm British and I'm 16, which meant that I recently did my GCSEs. And years prior to that, it had been brought up as like a reward for doing well in my GCSEs, or more trying hard because I haven't got my results yet, but you know, you reward the effort. That I would go to Disneyland. I asked for that, and I wanted to go to Disneyland, and I wanted it to happen. So, this year, I went to Disneyland, not the Olympics, as you'll probably assume someone going to Paris would be doing. No, I was there for freaking Disneyland. So during my trip to Disney, I wasn't really posting for obvious reasons. I was still active on Discord, but I wasn't like gonna be posting videos much. So that meant that you'd have to rely on the other TallyTubers. You guys alright with that? I think that was a yes. So I just went and did that. If you're wondering, I had a great time at Disneyland. I mean, it's Disneyland, I don't know how you wouldn't have a great time at Disneyland. But while I was there, you know, the electrical parade happened. I watched that without drones for some reason, but I watched the electrical parade. And, you know, that has the sample that was used on Joe Hawley by Joe Hawley. Specifically Joe Hawley attack. There are a lot of Joe Hawleys. But I said Joe Hawley over and over again after it, because, you know, who am I if not completely irritating? And like, as well as that, I found this Tally Ho reference, which is definitely intentional, not at all just colours. Colours do not exist outside of Tally Ho, that's confirmed. And I went there, dressed as Rob Cantor, in a skirt and mini ears, so femme Rob Cantor. It's both mask and femme. Loves SU so much, he's named after a gem. Am I allowed to be saying that yet? I mean, it's my ARG, so like it should be fine. You guys alright with that? I think they said yes. Okay, so throughout this holiday, I had my phone the entire time. I was in like the queues, and while I was in them, I'd be making drawings for like projects and stuff. But I went on the Tower of Terror last. I had been in the queue drawing the entire time on my phone, so I knew where it was. I got off it, and when we're leaving the park, we go to the toilet one last time because we're about to have a journey to Belgium. Okay, so this toilet is located outside of the Disney parks, which, you know, means that, like, anyone can kind of go into it. They don't exactly have to be inside the park. So, I go into it, and I have my backpack, and I have my phone. And while I'm in there, I place the backpack on the ground, and I, really stupidly, decided it was a good idea to place my phone on a bin in there. Specifically the sanitary bin, which is just kind of a little, like, thing that peeks out from the side of the cubicle. So I go out of there, I pick up my bag, I go to the sink and all that stuff, then I leave, I go outside, and we get in the car to go to Belgium. Yeah. And you might be thinking, but Wiz, you've been on your phone this entire time. You've been drawing constantly. Surely you'll be on your phone in the car and you'll notice it's not there. Well, dear viewer, that's where you're for some reason wrong. Basically, because I've been using my phone all day, it got down to 70% or something like that. And because I'm me, that's like a really low percentage and I'm really scared. So I thought I'd leave it in my bag and I'd only use it once my family had stopped playing epic tunes that I request, like Weird Bed, and start playing, you know, podcasts like Uncanny. Because I don't want to listen to that, I want to listen to my music. So, I don't think to check. At all. I wait until we stop playing music, which is close to the border between France and Belgium when we stop, which is the point where I get my headphones and I go looking for my phone. And I realise it's not there! So I begin to search for it, as does everyone in the back seats. And it becomes very clear to me I don't have it, but I can't think where it is. Where could I have left it in the Disney park? Oh yeah. On the sanitary bin, in the toilet, outside the Disney parks. So yeah, that's not good. So I begin to freak out, and we start like calling people to like try and fix things. Everything's going horribly wrong, and as this happens, a freaking red sign with white letters just with an ampersand on it just suddenly decides it wants to be here. So clearly that was freaking Joe Hawley just taunting me. Maybe it's the spirit of him, because apparently he freaking well died in the time I was gone. What the frick happened? What is this community? And we have no way of getting it back, okay? We can't like go back because we're not gonna go back. We're in Belgium now. So I'm freaking out. Everything's going horribly wrong. I feel like everything's falling apart around me. And then suddenly out of nowhere rolls up this yellow car and it honks at us, and we look over and there's just this dude in a clown nose waving at us. Like literally, this sounds like the kind of thing that would happen in a freaking TV show, and here we are having that happen to me. That could only happen to me. I don't think anyone else on this earth could lose their phone in such a horrific way where it could never be returned, and then proceed to just have this freaking clown guy be like, hey, and honking on his horn. Now, we did try to get my phone back, but we weren't exactly successful. You see, my phone has everything on it. It had all the projects I was working on, like videos that I was doing, so they're all gone. I'm gonna start from scratch, yay! So we were like trying to get it back, and my mom had like tried to call in, trying everything she could, and she was like, we'll give it a week before we start to doubt it'll ever come back. And I was like, okay. So, we gave it 1 day. I gave it 2. And I get 1, 2, 3. We are the children of every school. We take the pride in the things we do. Learning together and having fun. Who's for a good day? Everyone! Shout out to the, 2 British people who got what I'm referencing there. But yeah, it had gone to the point where we just, were sure it was never coming back. So, it was just kind of depressing from there on out. I was very, very sad for, a portion of this holiday, but, it was okay. I was just borrowing my mum and my sister's phone every day, so, issue being, I never did gain access to Discord back during this holiday. So, yeah, some people were beginning to get a bit concerned about me, I think. So I was right to think I should probably make a statement. So I went online and I was like, okay, hello community, I am currently unavailable because...
Oh my god, you cannot tell the internet that you lost your phone outside the Disney park. They're gonna think you're an idiot. You can't say that.
I'm currently unavailable for unspecified reasons. That won't cause any panic. And luckily it didn't. I think everyone just assumed I was taking a mental health break. When I said I couldn't access those things, I meant I legit couldn't access. I didn't mean I was mentally unable. I meant I actually couldn't access it. But to be fair, that's a normal assumption to make, considering most people aren't dumb enough to leave their phone on a sanitary bin in a public toilet outside the Disney parks in a foreign country on the day you were leaving said park and never returning. God, I'm stupid. I also couldn't talk to my fellow TallyTubers. And I needed to, I made something they needed to see. So don't ask why they need to see it, alright? You mind your own, put the corkboard away. I saw you earlier putting up the SU thing I said. Don't put that up as well, alright? I'm watching you. Behave. Noodles, Poodle, and Stella Octangular. Yeah, I know your names. Yeah, I'm gonna name drop you. I'm gonna be shamed in front of the class. But, not being able to access Discord should not be a problem. I mean, nothing insane is gonna happen on my server that, you know, I probably should have been present for. Oh, Tal released a new video.
Project y.b.t.f.c survey and a Tumblr post that they made.
You've got to be kidding me. I'm not gonna talk about that at all. But it is kind of funny that it happened the second I wasn't there. Like, the situation itself, I'm not gonna say anything on, but I am gonna say it was like a complete heart attack to find out that in the 6-day window I was gone, something happened and I was like, why? Why when I'm gone? What? A lot of stuff kind of just seemed to happen while I was gone, and I'm not saying it was because I was gone. I'm shouting it, it's because I was gone! No, just kidding, like, I'm not that important that me leaving is gonna cause a gigantic rift in everything, but, you know, it was just kind of like, damn, everything is happening right now, and I'm just kind of like not here, so, you know, but yeah, so overall, for God's sake, okay, you don't understand this, okay, if you're not a, like, faceless YouTuber. I mean, I guess if you've worn glasses at the same time as a mask before, you know how much they just fog up. Yeah, that applies here as well. I'm sitting here talking to you, just getting, like, the mask just fogging up the glasses 24/7. It is so annoying. My God, I'm like Andrew Tate. I never take off the freaking glasses. Nor does Tal. That guy's always wearing. I can't think why. Like, just take them off, bro. I mean, coming to think about it, you know, he's always saying women are cooking. And you take the towel and you put a line through the L and you add an E, you get Tate. What's the name of that band member, the keyboardist, the one that he's made a few videos on because he's going to Sonic Lunch? Andrew. Tal, I have a question.